Mic test, mic test. This is a mic test. We are starting soon. Let's see if this works. Just doing a very quick mic test. I will turn the music back on in a second. I just want to make sure that everything is Gucci. Oh God, I should not say that word. There was issues with me saying that word. Ooh, there is... Hold on. There's some feedback, isn't there? This isn't normal. Give me a second. I just want to make sure that... Sorry. This is a great start to a stream. I just want to make sure that this sound is good. I'm going to do another song real quick. So let's check to make sure this is working, and then I will actually start the stream for realsies. See, that is good. Mic test, 1, 2, 3, everybody, you and me. I think it's because I have the window open and it's very loud. Let's see. Alright, so let's try this. Yep, it's the window. Alright, well, that sucks. I'm going to close that window because my mic is picking it up. I will just be burning alive in this room. Alright. Oh my gosh, why is this window so hard to close? Oh, that's a nasty sound. Alright, there we go. That should fix it. And away we go. Okay, good, and we're back. So, our first resume, which is not showing correctly, is, I have no idea what this is. This is a software engineer, I think. Just says software development. That's all it says. Okay. Just says that. That's great. Let me do a quick sound test to make sure this is actually working now. Last sound test of the stream. 1, 2, 3. Everybody, something, you and me. Okay, and videos and resumes. Okay, that worked. Yeah, darn it, was the window. All right, well, the window is there. Hi, Bear. All right, now we can actually start for real. Sorry about that, everybody. I just needed to fix that. So, let's see what this resume is. Software engineer, software development. And, oh yeah, this one. Okay. This is a software development resume. I'm going to review it. I don't know what type of software development. That's just what they said. In addition, this one did something very wrong from the get-go, which is not going to be on the resume. Is they sent this as a WebF file or WebE file or Web something file, which I then had to use a site to make it into a JPEG so I could make it into a PDF so I could review it. Don't do that. Please, whatever you do, PDF or Word doc. That's it. PDF or Word doc. Don't send it in unless it's a PDF or Word doc, and that goes for the actual ATS systems you send the resumes to as well. If it's Word or PDF, it can pick it up. If it's anything else, it gets a bit dicey. DocX works as well, but yeah, so don't send JPEGs in the ATS. There's a lot of times where somebody has put, it's all on the resume, answer to the questions on the PDF, and then I look at the resume, and the resume won't load because it's some kind of weird file. PDF, Word. So, this person has sent in approximately, how much? 45 and no interviews, which isn't great, but also, at the time of recording, again, it's still it's December-ish, and things don't pick up till January. like midway through. So my goal for this, as this is a software development, is to pick out what kind of software development. And I will consider that a success. If I can immediately tell in 15 seconds, that is the goal. So, full stack. Okay, admittedly, there it is. It's full stack. That's good. I actually know what the full stack stuff is. So, full stack, 9 years of .NET, C#, SQL, Expertise Cloud. Okay, cool. Again, I don't know if this is needed, the summary, and I can't highlight anything because I had to turn this from 3 different things into a JPEG, into a PDF, but I don't know if the summary is needed. I really think you could just have that in the very beginning as your, like, the first bullet point, but led the development of scalable data management for a company of, this is formatting's off. But okay, we don't want to see this up here. Don't put this in a bullet point, please. It is very important to show just the company in this because that is what a lot of us recruiters are looking for. Built and maintained a high-performance LMS development leading management system. Okay, C#, .NET, and SQL Server. That's solid. Agile development champion, delivering .ASP within an Agile Scrum team. Okay. So here's part of my issue. Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, full stack development expertise. You don't need to say full. I need to show how you use. Okay, so this doesn't work, right? Don't say proficient in blankety blank. Your bullet points are weird. And your formatting is also weird. They're not bad, but this is going to confuse recruiters because remember, we have 15 seconds to parse it, and we need to see what you did, which is the keywords or qualifications, how you did it, which is missing, and the why you did it, which is also missing. I do think you have the keywords and qualifications correctly, but I don't see how you used them. This one is fine. This one I like. I don't know why you need to say data warehousing and cloud migration. It should be obvious because it has the AWS or the word cloud. But yeah, you don't need these extra little things in front of them. It looks weird. Your formatting's off. Use the formatting on my website, please. It's going to be beneficial to you. This part is good. The top part is very good, which I hope people can see because I cannot highlight anything. Going down... I mean, I can see people moving you forward, but it's so competitive. Like, that's the thing right now. Full stack is hot, and the problem with this resume is you put the full stack down here, and you don't show how you used it or why you did it, which is going to go points against it. I do think you had the right idea with all the keywords and qualifications, because normally I see these things stuffed to the brim with keywords that are not really going to be what they're looking for, but I think you are correct on the keywords and qualifications, but your formatting is making it hard to find, and the problem with that is we don't have time to dig through your resume. We have 15 seconds. So if I open this up, I see full stack. Okay, cool. Where are they full stack? I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see AWS. I see C#. That's solid. Where's full stack? Maybe I missed this bullet point because I only have 15 seconds. TypeScript. Okay, solid. Also, where's the JavaScript? Where's the HTML? Where's the CSS? Then I look through here. Okay, I don't see what I'm looking for, and decline or move forward. That's all the really time you have, especially in something as crowded as software development right now. In, I would say maybe 2019, this resume would probably fly. I'm pretty sure you would be able to move forward with this resume then, but there's too many people. It's too competitive. We don't get to dig deep. So I think this is a failing grade, but again, not like a 20% out of 100, more like a 58 out of 100. So just make those tweaks about how you use them, why you use them, and specifically the right format, which might be tanking your chances above everything else. And I mean that like PDF format. Yeah, and then maybe you can start moving forward. The gap isn't as horrible because that's about when the IT layoffs started happening, but the rest of this is not doing you a lot of favors. So that is my review for this, and let's move on to the next resume. Proficient in our AI resume cliches. Oh, okay. That's what it is. Because here's my problem with that, though, and I'm not disagreeing with this. Before AI got very popular, right? Before it did, so like pre-2020, I'm just going to say. I know it technically was probably sooner than that, but you still got a lot of people using that. They were the like proficient and leverage and etc. but it doesn't shock me that a lot of this is AI, and I don't get why they do this. Like my issue with this resume is everything is almost right, but not. The formatting is almost right, but it's not. The file was a WebF to JPEG to PDF, which was probably the biggest issue, and they have just so many things that they almost do right, but they kind of, it's not. I also believe that this person is looking for, or alternatively, got a green card or U.S. citizenship, which is going to hurt their chances if they're not a citizen or green card holder, because it's just, companies aren't really doing that as much. Without even looking, I know it would fail a resume worded scan. Well, maybe. I mean, their keywords are mostly correct. That's the thing. Everything is almost right. Also, hey, Happy New Year. I forgot. Happy New Year, everybody. So, they need to prompt better. Yeah, I'm sure people could probably sneak an AI resume maybe past me, but the problem is I think AI resumes are good with the formatting mostly. That's usually the keywords that don't work, but, we'll give it time and eventually they'll beat me. There is a resume that we're probably not going to get to today that I was excited for because it's just so chaotic. Like, I don't look at the resumes beforehand, but obviously I have to because they're on the screen. I just try not to dig deep, and it was so insane I had to actually look back and forth to see what it is. But it's going to be on, it's really about 10 resumes from here. So it was crazy, and it was the worst part was if they had a normal format, I think it would have been fine. So it was crazy, and I think part of it was also they had a cover letter, which I'll be honest, I don't know what to do with cover letters. I don't look at cover letters. My rule is the only time a cover letter is needed is if a recruiter fails to convince the hiring manager that a cover letter isn't needed. So, I'll pray for you when you see mine. I'll probably send it in tomorrow night. All right, thank you, Summer. It's fine. I mean, it's really not like an issue to me. The reason I don't like them is because I know it's hurting people's chances. And like, I think earlier in my career, which admittedly not as early as I would have liked, I would be like, whoa, this resume is horrible. What the heck? And now it just makes me sad because I'm like, this person is not going to get a job. So I don't like laughing at resumes because when I was like, oh, this has real world impact. This is not good. A terrible resume means this person is probably submitting thousands of these and getting nothing back, and it just makes me sad. So I'm really more disappointed and sad that it is trouble for me because I know it's hurting you all. That's my real view. Even the absolute bonkers one, I'm just like, oh no. So I guess it's depressing, but that's not, but as a recruiter, I will be honest, most resumes are not good. They don't give you what you need. I should send you an anonymized resume that got the offer. Yeah, that would be neat. I'd like to see it because I think you did a different strategy, and I'll fully admit there is not necessarily ever going to be one way to write a resume. This is just the generalized approach. So, but I would like to see it. But yeah, Summer, I think you were from Reddit and you wanted to ask me a couple of questions. Now is the time. Now is the question time. But yeah, make sure to ask me. I feel okay. So here's something I'm going to post to the chat. Every time I get people say, "Hey, I'm sorry to bug you. Can I ask you a question?" And my whole point of this channel is for people to ask questions. Is there a thing at the very top, like a prompt I could say that would allow people to not be afraid? Like, be not afraid. I am here to help. Ask me questions. So I want to know, because people are always afraid to ask me questions. I'm like, I think I'm approachable. I think I have the threatening amount of an old piece of cheese. But yeah, I applied using tell the people that this is your office hours. Yeah, I was kind of doing that and I stopped. That's a good idea. I'm going to do that. Also, summary said I applied using a Canva template. Every single application was turned down. Little do they know I rear my resume and send it in again. Yeah, that's fine. So you actually should resend it in because sometimes the same company often has the same type of role. So as an example, I worked at Agilent and there was a software engineer position for, I think, Python backend. And it was for 3 different managers. Actually, technically 4. two of them were kind of bundled together, which was a little interesting, but I always liked working with those two. They were very cool people. So there were 3 positions, and one person applied to all 3, failed the interview at one because the manager said, I think they're a good person. I don't think they'd be able to work at Agilent. Second one said, they're okay. But I think we need something else, which was fine. And the third one said, we want to hire them. So always keep reapplying. Also, here I'm going to link my website real quick, which is the template I prefer people to use because I made it right here and along with how it does. I'm not a fan of Canva stuff always because it gets very pretty and you don't want a pretty resume. You want a boring resume. So I am going to do the top comment is be not afraid to ask questions. This is my office hours. Let's see. This is my office out. This is my office hours for you all to ask me any questions you want. There we go. That one. That's a little better, hopefully. Less righteous. So I like the be not afraid because I like biblically accurate angels, but what is the next resume? This is a software engineer 2. I hate the word software engineer 2, and this is not a candidate issue, really. This is a management issue, is because the difference between a software engineer 1 and 2 is going to vary based on companies. And typically the word senior makes a little more sense, but not always. So yeah, because it's just like, okay, cool, what is 2? What defines 2? Is that in between senior? Is it not? Bluetooth switched? Oof. All right, let's bring up this resume. Oh no, I gotta title the other one first. So that was 4-2. What the hell was that one? This was 4-2-1. Okay, 4-2-1. 4-2-1. That's how I mark it for the videos, and I know which one to go. I'm sure there is probably a better way of doing that, but I am a noob with actual editing stuff. I have to learn all this social media stuff. That's actually why I chose Canva, was for the pretty designs I wanted to stand out. Okay, so that was the wrong approach. You do not stand out. You actually want to fit in. The more boring and basic your resume, the better. The ATS is not rejecting you. It is a recruiter. There are AI ATS screeners. Those do exist, but they are in such low number that you don't have to worry about them. Now, in 2-3 years from now, maybe there's going to be a difference. But right now, it is a human who has 15 seconds to review your resume. And the more pretty and flashy you make it, the harder it is they're going to find what they need. And the harder it is they have to find what they need, the more likely you're going to get rejected. So you need to think of your resume like a government form. So that is how to do it, which I think you're going to start seeing by looking at more of this stuff. Actually, this resume is probably going to be really solid. The next one, they have a 15-3 for a software engineer. That's probably going to be an amazing resume. Right. Let's see that. Let's do that. That is good. Software engineer 2. I just want to move this down. Is that cut off? It is not cut off. Okay. Let's begin. This is a software engineer 2 position, which companies use those interchangeably. This is not the fault of the person. This is just a small rant. I don't like the word software engineer 2 because a software engineer 2 at company A is going to be different than company B. Again, this is not the candidate's fault at all. This is sort of there is no common lexicon in corporate recruiting, unfortunately. But this resume I'm expecting to be very good. They had 15 applications and 3 interviews as a software engineer, which is going to be fantastic. So I'm expecting this to be great. So, full stack developer, client-side app, proficient in Spring Boot, Ruby on Rails, all the right keywords. Not a fan of this, but whatever. There are more ways than mine just to write a resume. I just think mine is the easiest for people to do. Again, not a huge fan of all this, but let's see what they do in the set. A web app then for APIs, configured AWS infrastructure with Terraform. Okay, you got AWS, led DB app door, could Rockfro, added to that. Jules and Springle, built-in access storybook. Jira, honestly, I'm not a huge fan of this, but if it's working, it's working. So the person who has done this can actually let me know. Those 15 to 3 interviews, is that correct, or did you write something random? Or alternatively, are they jobs that you don't really want? Or are they scams? It may not be the case. I think the fact that you immediately start with AWS is going to be strong. I do need to see this. And look, no one is a monolith, so I don't think I don't know if I could maybe move forward with this depending on how needed the AWS is. And again, I'm not a fan of a lot of this, so personally, in the types of positions I've recruited for, I don't think this would maybe pass. It really depends. Now, Ruby on Rails is not common, so it may also be that you are getting more for Ruby on Rails positions, and you do have the right stuff because you have API, you have AWS, and you did guide this. Honestly, this is I don't like the polling. So, and you have CI/CD. You got most of the right keywords. I'll be honest. No one's a monolith, and there are other ways to do stuff, and that's what I don't want to lie to everybody and say my way is the only way forever to do it. But I just think mine is the best way for the vast majority of people. It could very well be that in your niche in the software engineering, this is a better format, or it could be you just put in something randomly, which could be the case. Or this is a very popular company. That's also a case as well. But yeah, this is not how I would do it. And I've seen other resumes like this not get the job. So there's something interesting here, and I don't know what it is. So please, when you see this in the comments, let me know, because 15 to 3 is a phenomenal ratio. Let me know why I'm wrong. I would actually love to know, because that's how I learn. And when I consider myself an expert in this, it means I need to know if I am wrong about something, and the person I will always least trust is myself. Trust no one, not even yourself. So let me know in the comments. I'd be interested in talking with you. Is the 15 to 3 accurate? If it is, I'd be shocked, but hey, it also, you know what? You are in Columbus, Ohio. I wonder if in addition to this is you are applying specifically for on-site positions in Ohio where you are. And I don't think there's a lot of software engineers in Ohio with AWS as well. There are software engineers in Ohio, but it's not a tech hub. So it may be in specifically Ohio for on-site positions this would work, which could be the case. But anyway, I don't really have enough to say why I'm wrong here. I'm not a fan of the formatting, but it does get a lot of the sum stuff you need, so I could see other people moving forward. But from the requisitions I have previously worked at, I don't think I could send this resume into the manager. So please let me know in the comments. I'm very interested to find out why I'm wrong, or if the number is incorrect and why I'm right. So my guess is you are a software engineer on site with experience, which you do have, in a rural area, so the amount of companies that need that are not going to find the talent, so you are in a very specific place in the software engineering one. So anyway, let's move on to the next one. I am very interested to find out how I'm wrong about this. So learning is a forever thing. All right. Oh, chat was blown up. I feel like I want to fight the recruiters for not having the solid print background with my cursive initials. No, we would hate that, but that's hilarious. Oh gosh, everybody. I like to joke with people that there are no stupid questions, only stupid people. And as long as you don't put that as a greeting message, you're fine. Now that's fair. I'm guessing you said you're stealing from me. I did steal from you, Righteous. Canva. I do think Canva is good for marketing documents. I will agree with you, Righteous. Need more details. Did they have connections, referrals? Yeah. Another homie asked me for finance jobs. His fresh grad coming out in 2000. Does Headhunter work for fresh grads? Not usually. It depends on the market. Headhunters specifically work for tough to find positions. So fresh grads are usually not something anybody goes with a headhunter for. There are exceptions, such as actuaries. Actuaries are always hot, and maybe nurses, but typically once you have a year or two of experience is when a headhunter will contact you. Likely the jobs they applied to at Software 92 is the title. That could be too. Yeah, they could use more apps. That's why something is off about this, because I've seen this for others. I will say my guess is specifically in Columbus, Ohio. That's my guess, right? I think this is... They applied in Columbus, Ohio, which is, there's nobody there, quite frankly. I've driven through there when I was a private investigator. Actually, I think I did some of the side streets from there, and there's not a lot of people in Columbus, Ohio. That's my guess. I know that's probably the more popular, but Ohio is not a populous state. So I actually kind of want to look for specifically software engineer, and then we're going to go for Columbus, Ohio. Let's do Metropolis. So there are 643. My wife is an actuary major with 3 tests passed, but she can't find a job in her field. Huh. I will be honest. I have not recruited for actuaries, except for very once. I know they're hot market. Have her contact me. That might be something I may be able to place. I don't want to overhype this. I'm not an actuary recruiter. That's one of the few things I've only done one actuary role, and I had to fill it in 3 days, which I could not do because that's insane for an actuary. But I might be able to help that. So yeah, have her reach out to me. I'm not good. I don't want to promise anything, right? I don't want to say I can definitely place you, but in a week or two, which is when the markets start opening back up, I might be able to do something with that. So that's the kind of position I might be able to place. Maybe. I don't want to. I don't like overhyping and under-delivering. I would rather under-promise and over-deliver. But that is something I can give a shot at. So if she wants to message me and she wants to do an actuary stuff, I might be able to place her. It's really dependent on the tests, which I'd have to do research on, specifically because the type of tests you pass as an actuary are the most important thing. And I don't know what's going to be with that. My backlog is... I'm at 142 out of 15 resumes, including the one I'm about to do. So that is the backlog. If 0 of those 15 applications are online forms, the interview count seems to be believable. That's fair. PDF or DocX? It doesn't matter if it's PDF or DocX. Both work. I would lean towards PDF, but it's not a huge deal if it's DocX. So you do how many per Twitch stream on average? Truthfully, it depends on how I'm feeling. I have the constitution of a sickly goldfish, so I try to do a minimum of 2 hours, and sometimes I can do a lot, sometimes I can do very little. So, because I have a bunch of hormone issues that just mess with me, and some days I just need to So, at average, I think it's maybe about 8 resumes, but I think if I start getting more and more, I might want to do longer reviews, which would mean I'd be doing more and more. My goal is to do more resume reviews, but I also have to do the backlog on how to not run out. So, on average, 8. On average, 8. I sent you my most recent resume, but it's getting the life sucked out of it for blending in but standing out. You always want to blend in. I seriously, in most of life, I think the nail that sticks out is good. In resumes, the nail that sticks out is bad. That's a Japanese saying, I think. So this person wants... I'm just going to do DevOps. I'm just going to do DevOps for this. I don't want to search for site reliability. Oh, I should have saved the DevOps one. Let's do that. But yeah, if I look at even here... Oh, this was why I wanted to do this. We're going to get an ad in a couple of seconds. But this is a hybrid position over 2 days. Huh. I bet a lot of those... A week... Here, this is why. Yeah, I'm very interested to see what kind they counted as that. I gotta re-updo the form. So we're gonna have an ad in a second. Boo ad. Considering somebody's resume for you to review, then you guess what my response rate is versus actual response rate. Yeah, I could do that. Just write that. Let me know. I think that'd be interesting. I forgot, Clem, what industry are you in? It really depends on the industry because I don't know cyber. I haven't done cybersecurity, so if you're in cybersecurity, it's I don't know. Accounting, okay, I can do that probably very well. I'm going to immediately guess already it's going to be 25 to 1. That's my guess immediately is 25 to 1. Accounting is hot as long as you have about a year or two with it right now. So, what would you set the resume be? Hey, we got hi. We were getting an ad. There it is. Okay. Do 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 do.
Hi, Bear Bear.
Hi, baby.
Hi.
There. Hi. Oh, good yawn, buddy. Good yawn. Hi. All right, we're back. Let's see. I think you got to qualify the response rate because naturally, yeah, I would. I mean, the real thing with that is going to be the area and location, but ideally for an accountant, you want an average of 25 to 1. Okay, yep, good. Got it, right? A full C is SWE and finally C in accounting, bro, like me. Yeah, 70% of the ones that are sent are like some kind of IT, particularly software engineer. So also, a full C of a SWE sounds so weird. But yeah, let's see. We have a site reliability resume up, and I have to look that. They said DevOps, so I'm just gonna look for DevOps. Is there a difference between DevOps and site reliability? I know I keep getting different stuff for DevOps. Oh, right. This is in Columbus, Ohio. We're not doing that. We're searching in the entirety of the United States. That's why. DevOps engineer, the automation maestro. Don't say that. Candidates don't like it when you do that stuff. 25 to 1 as long as it's not easy apply. Yeah, I'd say 25 to 1 as long as it's not easy apply is a solid ratio for an accountant. Truthfully, it's probably going to be maybe less than that, but then it's going to depend on how good your resume is and the location again, because like if you're applying in the middle of nowhere, there's not a lot of candidates, so you're going to get more. With a math and CS background, is there anything neat with accounting? I've been considering it, but not sure what is all involved. That's a fair point. You can add good to ask the accountants here. I will say it is typically about 1 to 2 years when accounting is taking off, and by the time you get that, I don't know if the market's going to be the same, but if you can switch to actuarial, whoo boy, that's where the money is. So CI/CD. Then we have Git. Anything with Git would be fine. Cloud, Terraform. I'm gonna put this in quotations. Terraform. Oh gosh. Okay, so data. I guess I'm just going to say monitoring / logging tools. So Prometheus. Oh god, I'm not gonna spell that. Elk and Datadog. Okay, I misspelled all of that, and I don't. That's fine. We're fine. Accounting resume checkbox. 1 CPA. Yes, absolutely. 2 public accounting checkbox. 3 to check all boxes to at least get a first round. Basically, yeah. Honestly, I would say CPA is probably the biggest. CPA is absolutely needed. So actuary is. So I'm gonna tell you. I know what an actuary does, so I can actually explain this, Buggy. You have probably applied for insurance, and it's annoying, like car insurance. And before that, you apply for car insurance, you have to do your age, your weight, your whatever. So they do all this, they have you answer all that stuff, and then they give you a rate. The actuary is the person that determines your rate. They are essentially a master at statistics, and they are the ones that determine if you are X, Y, Z, B, C, D, and A. According to current market trends, this is how much we are going to charge you. This is how much they are going to cost you. That kind of thing. That is what an actuary does. Also, Dylan Dragon, actuary and pretend mathematician. I am not getting into that argument. Is most departments run lean, so there's not many openings versus other roles. That is true. There's not a lot. You don't usually need a ton of accountants. Okay, so stuff that coding and math back can actually be useful for. Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things with actuary, and I know this not from recruiting for actuary. I know this because I have a friend who is an actuary. Is it's all based on your tests. So they have a bunch of tests, I think 6, and each time you pass one, you essentially can go up a pay bracket or be used for another thing in actuary. So the more tests you pass, and they are hard tests, they are graded, I think, on a bell curve, and like sometimes only 20% of people pass them, then you can get the money. And if you get paid bank. Like recruiters will find you depending on the test. So staff accountants are all outsourced. Okay, that makes sense that staff accountants are outsourced. No, it doesn't. I just said that. That's not true. I don't know enough about that. All right, brain. Right, we're finding for DevOps. That's what I was doing. I got distracted. Also, this is why I don't get all the resumes done, is I get distracted. Okay, this isn't... Okay, good, fake number. Okay, cool. I thought this was a real one, and I was like, oh no, I forgot to do it. I'll look into it. I'm so tired of this competition with tech. Yeah, actuaries have been hot for a very long time. At least the last 5 years. I don't know how long they will continue to be. I'm going to assume forever. I feel like nursing and actuaries are one of the safer picks, truthfully, in schooling. But, you know, markets are weird. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be a safe one. For at least a while. Yeah, AWS I have cloud. Python, so it's going to be a primary language. Python or Ruby. Wow, I have not seen Ruby in a while. Prime language. Like when I started doing IT, Ruby was like the hotness, and now nobody does it. Docker, Kubernetes. I will always forevermore hate IT words. We call those side quests. Yeah, the higher bar of entry, the better to find a job. My fiance is a pharmacist, or really, yeah. Pharmacists make money too. Their issue with pharmacy is that they don't treat you well. I mean, I wish there was a better way of saying this, but the worse they treat you in an industry and the harder you have to work and the more burnout there is, the better pay you could kind of command, because there's not a lot. It's usually just supply and demand, and there's not a lot of people willing to do all the actuarial tests. Yeah, retail pharmacist is a nightmare. Do not like it. I do not like how America does healthcare. And that is one of them. I think this is good. Maybe Jira. Yeah, I don't blame her. I've heard horror stories about CVS and Walgreens. I mean, my dad used to work for specifically Walgreens in procurement, but that was a while, and there were stories from there. Let's see, CIT. I think this is solid. You do want to agree, so... Ooh, a squirrel! I see a squirrel. I am a dog. I just saw a squirrel and got very distracted. He's outside my window. What are you looking at, little squirrel? What are you doing? You're a big squirrel. You a chunkus squirrel. That's a big hunkin' squirrel. My goodness, what are they feeding you? I'm not feeding you. I've gotten bitten and scratched by squirrels before. When I tried to feed them at Brain. When I tried to feed them at Brain. Okay, that is... Let's go to the actual resume. Side quest verified. I like side quest verified. Yeah, I'm not getting distracted. I'm just going on a side quest. I'm going to steal that summer. Okay, this is this video. And this is also why I only get through 8 a day. Clem, is I get distracted. I get distracted all the time. Also, I did want to let everybody know, if you have a subscription to Amazon Prime, you get a free sub. Please throw that my way. I will not ask for money from you because my audience does not have jobs, and that's wrong. But you get a free sub to Twitch if you are subscribed to Prime. So I will take the free one. But don't otherwise do that. I don't want you to, people that don't have a lot of income, I don't want you to spend money on me. So, but if you got one that's free and is sitting around, I will take that in a heartbeat. So, let's see, site reliability engineer or alternatively DevOps. Okay, that's good, that's good. And I think we're ready to start. All right, this resume is a DevOps / site reliability engineer. I'm going to look primarily for DevOps because that's one that I'm more comfortable looking for. So that is what this resume is going to skew for, is DevOps. They have applied to 60 to 0, which is not good. But again, it's the winter months. Really, the market doesn't open up until Q1. So it's really tough to determine if that is not going to work or not. So let's look to see how this is. What we're going to be looking for is DevOps, CI/CD, Git, any cloud, data tools like Terraform. There may be a few in there that I don't recognize because this, again, is something that I would go directly with the manager and hash this out before posting. But monitor and logging tools like Prometheus, Elk, Datadog, Prime language, so usually going to be Python, but maybe something else, Docker, Kubernetes, Jira, Linux, Windows, and your degree. So let's begin. I'm not a fan of this formatting. But let's see if I can still find what I need. So DevOps engineer, 4 years, optimizing AWS and Azure, skilled in automation, Terraform. You got the right keywords at least. I'm not a fan of these. Savings cost. Again, this part doesn't matter. So from present, I'm going to ignore this because if it's not in a bullet point, it doesn't count. Design, monitored, and alerted systems using AWS, CloudWatch, Datadog, Prometheus. Perfection. To track environment health and increase system observability. Enhanced infrastructure and cloud security by conducting regular security audits, vulnerabilities, integrating SANS into CI/CD. Good. This should be one sentence. Do not have more than 2 sentences on one bullet point. It can be a long sentence, it can be 3 lines, but this needs to be wrapped in or deleted. Improve deployment consistency and scalability by automating infrastructure provisionings with Terraform. Yeah, that's fine. So I think this is solid, honestly. My issue with this is going to sound dumb, but you don't say DevOps. DevOps is kind of tough to recruit for because there's like a running gag that what does DevOps do? Depends on the company. So I would really put DevOps a lot in here. Or alternatively do site reliability engineer / DevOps. I don't think I've recruited for a site reliability engineer, so I'm not sure if they are the same thing, but they will probably be looking more for DevOps than site reliability. That is a guess. But I think you have the right keywords. You are missing a primary language, at least here, and I think Linux or Windows are the type of environment that you're doing it. And truthfully, I don't think this is helping because in a keyword-heavy resume, which, again, tech usually is more so than qualifications, is you kind of burn them out on here when what they're looking for is here. Because, like, if you just deleted all this, we'd have it right here. Like, this already is a lot of stuff. They have one. They'd be, okay, AWS Datadog, cool. Oh, CI/CD. So, I don't know. I think this might be hurting your chances. Again, if you apply in the late of winter, at least in the United States, I don't know if it's Canada, you're not going to get a lot of responses. That's just the fact. Typically, it's going to be a big old boom in January in the middle of it. So I don't think this resume is bad. I think this resume can pass. I just wanted to do some quick tweaks to make it have a better ratio when the markets open back up. So I don't want people to think like, oh, this is a fail. This is actually pretty solid. I like a lot of it. I don't know if this is needed to say contract, but yeah, let's see. Your work history is relatively okay. This might be the big issue, is that work history is a little sporadic. I would truthfully probably delete this and just maybe keep the gap of a couple of months, because otherwise it may look a little job hoppy. But again, that's kind of a minor quibble. This resume would get a pass for me. So let's move on to the final resume of this review, which is a wow, phenomenal ratio. Submitted my resume, hoping you can review it before my start date so I can watch it live. Okay. What day is it today? Today is probably not, actually. Probably not, because but you know what? I'll you know what, Clem? I will do you a favor. You've been here a lot. I will do this out of order and do a quick review of it for you, because I only stream Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So today's my final stream of the week. And in addition, I think next Wednesday, I will not be streaming because I have a minor doctor's appointment / surgery at that time. Very minor. So no panic. But I will be here every other time. So maybe I'll do a surprise stream on Thursday. I don't know. That is when things start picking up. But let me let me mark this resume that I did so I have it in my system. I should honestly just get a mid ATS and then have people submit it through there. I think that would be probably beneficial, truthfully. Okay, 4-3. What happened there? Hold on, I have a system error. 424M. Yeah, that's right. What is going on? Hold on a second. I'm having computer issues. Did it just double up? Sorry, y'all. Give me a second. Okay, this is a... Oh, that's what I did. This is... I screwed up the order of this. Okay. 4-3M. This should be... No, what the hell? That is 4-1. We have... What the heck? Oh no, I messed up my dates. I will have to deal with this later. Okay, this was 4142. That was 4143. That was 1414M. I don't know what the heck resume this is. I need to redo this. Okay, that explains it. Crud. Sorry, y'all. Almost done. Let's put this over here, and then let's do this over here. Okay, well, let's go to Clem's resume. And we'll do this briefly out of order because I know this is fantastic. So I will review it once. Let's see, is this a... Okay, hold on. I gotta go to I Love PDFs to switch this to a PDF. This is what I do before the stream. Convert. And let me make sure you did not accidentally dox yourself. Clem. Okay, cool. All remote roles. Yeah, okay. So, I'm just going to review this real quick. I'm going to do another one here. I think I'm just going to showcase a good type of resume in a hot market for the actual video. So, I'm not going to record this, but looking at this, yeah, let's see. You've applied to 61 and got 10 back. My God. All right. Manage the month-end close process, balance sheet, reconciliations, accrual, fixed integer assets, financial reporting, perfect, journal entries, and certified to close, prepare variance analyst reports of financial statements and explaining gaps, perfection, reviewed coding through bill.com, Coupa, okay, perfect. I would prefer Excel somewhere in here, which, can I... Yeah, there it is. You have it right here. And as this is a senior accountant, they are going to read that far down. Led the trim, closed down to 4 because... Yeah, see, I also really like your bullet points. Like, I don't even need to know the direct keywords, because I like how you wrote these. These are how you write well bullet points. How you write well bullet points. This is how you write good bullet points. Reviewed and processed out of 50 vendors and if points reports rolling 100% on-time payments. Yeah, perfection. Accounting procedures by utilizing, not leveraging. I love it. Excel, Google Sheet, function, pivot tables. Yeah, this is perfection. Every sentence I switch to is perfection. My only thing that, and you know what? No, you say CPA right here. That's fine. It's perfect. Free hard skill courses, education. I feel like I need more hard skills. I don't off the top of my head. Depends on what type of skills you're looking for. Yeah, this is... Even if you were not an accountant, this would get you resumes. Except this would probably want to be up top. But yeah, even if you were not an accountant, this would get you resumes. This is perfection in formatting. I only have very, very minor quibbles, so it does not shock me that you got a 1 to 10. So this is, like, I think that's the highest compliment I could give is I'd have to double check the accounting keywords, but even if this wasn't accounting, if this was another industry and you did what you did here, I still think you would have above average interviews. So that is my review to you, Clem. And I'm going to do that again in a video, but that's not going to be here for a while. But yeah, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, yeah, I understand everything now. What the heck am I doing? Shorts, resumes. Oh my gosh, my brain. Let's see. I did that one. We are on 4, 2, 3. We are this one. Okay, this resume should be fantastic. Small font. No, like small font. Holy crud, that's small font. Let me see if I can't zoom in a little bit. Is this legible to y'all? I just want to make sure. I think it is. I hope it is. So. All right, let's review this resume. They are looking for a junior/intern. All right, let's look. For the final video, the final resume of this video set, we've got a junior intern software engineer, and oh my gosh, their ratio is insane. It is 125 to 5. That's about 1 in 25. Yes, math. I am not a math person. I am a recruiter. It's not commission. I don't know math. So yeah, that's fantastic. Typically, as a fresh grad, a good average maybe 75. Same with internships, as it's incredibly competitive. But the fact that you have gotten a 1 to 25 ratio in the dead months of November, December is fantastic. So I'm expecting this to be phenomenal. Just flat out. All right, so BA, perfect. 2 lines, nothing crazy, perfection. Software engineer, developed Health First, a Chrome extension. AI has AI. See, this is again not a huge deal, but this should be 1 sentence. So make that a comma. Train an ML web development. Implemented Case Connect, a website featuring guiding users from the section. Design development process for matching perspective based on users. AWS Lambda, Python, cool. Yeah, this is how you write this. I like this. Increasing new member enrollment by 8%. It makes sense. I think you need to make these 1 sentence. That's not a huge deal. It's just very minor quibble. It just looks slightly nicer. But you have Lambda, you have Python, you have Dynamo. I would prefer this to be more up top, but still fantastic. You start with AWS. You have AI here. Enhance user availability access with React.js, Python with AWS Cloud. Perfection. Lambda optimized REST API. Yes, this is how you do a resume. These are the right keywords, and this is how you do it. Again, except for this part, should be 1 sentence. That's it. Minor quibble: collaborated with diverse team of experienced engineers and students, competitive field program leading design and development, 7 user-friendly. Oh, my heart! It's so good. I love it. Built-in AI proud with React, Python, Node.js, MongoDB. Again, minor formatting notes. Minor formatting notes. It's fantastic. This is how you write this. I want everybody to know this should be, except for the double sentences in the bullet point, this is basically like the gold standard of what you should do with a internship / entry level position. This is fantastic, because like for internships you do this, which is great. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of notes. Normally I'd say, oh, don't, but no, it's because you're still in the process of graduating. Yeah, fantastic. I don't know if the mic is going to pick up. I'm clapping. This is great. I love all of this. Perfect end of this video. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell. And, leave a comment with, comment talking about cheese. Cheese is great. I don't know. But yeah, fantastic resume. And I will go on to I'll see you all in the next video. I'm just really happy. This is great. I like it when there are good resumes because that means people are getting interviews and jobs. So fantastic. I love it. Perfection. Barely any notes, and those notes are very minor. I don't want you to focus too much on them. So thank you. All right, and we have an ad in 3 minutes. But Summer Dawn, what kind of hard skills are you looking to get? That is sort of the big question of what are you looking for in your hard skills that you're trying to get? Because there could be like nursing versus IT versus other stuff. You PM to think, okay, LinkedIn. Let me look at this. I want to make sure it's not going to show up over here. I don't want you to be doxxed. Okay. This is, so you want do you want to showcase this one or do you want to review it? Let me just make sure this is good. That's good. I don't want you to be doxxed. So there we go. Perfection, which I can look at after the break. So that was a really good resume. I really like that one. This is good. This is perfection. I love this one. So this is really good. I'm actually happy that I'm getting some very good resumes again, because I want people to get jobs. It's just, if it's a bad resume, I know very much that they're not going to get a position. That was 42-1. No, 42-4. Cool. Well, yeah, what do you want me to do with the, Oh, you messaged me over there. Okay, cool. Let me do that real quick. Because we have an ad in a couple of seconds anyway. Let's see this. Do whatever you like. Try to go and clean it up. That's fair what the ratio is. Okay. I do like it. I do want to see it. We can see whatever one got you a job. So, shiny new cert title. Cool. So yeah, I will show it real quick because I think that's a good thing. Mainly because I got a little time to kill before the ad. Nope, wrong thing, Lee. I axed out of the thing that I wanted to not ax out of. Let me go back to my actual dashboard so I can look at chat. There we go. Yeah, I'll look at this over after that one. So give me a second. I'm doing too many things at once. Too many things at once. Refocus, Lee. Refocus. All right. You are going to move here. We are going for an AI engineer. There we go. I'm refocused. Hi, Bear. Are you coming to visit? No, you're going to see Mama, who's home today. Yeah. Mama's home, and you were going to spend time with her because I'm doing stuff that you were like, I'm not interested. I'm not getting treats. AI software engineer, which is, I think that's actually kind of funny because that's sort of where you are, although admittedly more on the management side. So AI, ML, LLM, NLP, all that good AI stuff. Not LLM. LLM. Oh my god, I can't. Is that just M? I just put M. This right here, I want to be clear, this is a nightmare for someone with dyslexia. This right here is a nightmare. All right. What else do we need? We need REST APIs. Probably is going to be Python. Python, I'm assuming, is very popular with that. API. Look over there. Yeah, okay, you said engineering manager. That makes sense. That's what I was expecting. Is I remember right, you were more management. You get out of medical and into business, but knowledge, technology, business management, marketing, cybersecurity, censorship. I'm sure there's plenty more. So we'll learn about. These are not good job descriptions. Here it is. Python master's degree. I'm trying to find more, truthfully. All right, we're back. So Summer Dawn, you said you're looking to get out of medical and into business. So here's kind of the thing. Marketing is in a downturn right now. And cybersecurity, from my understanding, is not a more entry-level position. It is more of a senior one. Admittedly, I don't have a lot of experience with cybersecurity, so I could be wrong about that fact. But I think the most important thing you should do is to find a job title that you want to do, because it's going to be very different. Yeah, well, I mean, cybersecurity is like an end goal. Again, I may be wrong on that. Cyber is not something I've done. Unless Righteous is right, it depends on the hard skills. But like, there are vendor specific, and the real thing is like what you have and what you can go into. Because what part of medical? Because there may be a lot of cross-referential stuff. But if you're looking for more like other corporate stuff, Outlook, Excel, Word, I know that's basic, but that'll get you a job in corporate a lot. Business and management have more soft skills. Yeah, that's very correct. That's why I have qualifications and keywords. Some are qualifications, which are usually more soft skills. So, Summer Dawn, we introduced a medical business hybrid. If you can learn the process, people are desperate for that. See, I don't even know about that one. That's a good one. What kind of job is that? Higreer. I'd like to know. I don't know what that is. So, yeah. Like I wish I knew every market, but I don't. I do touch a lot of them though. So this is going to be an AI engineer, which I feel like there should be more to this. But a lot of it is just going to be the AI and the various keywords with that. Yeah, no, this is basically it. Okay. That is that. Let's go here. And what am I doing? I didn't pull up the resume. Also, let's take a look at Last Righteous's resume. So let's move this over here so I can actually show it. So this got them a job, and I want to be clear, this is a management more position, even though it's a little bit hands-on. And that is where you actually kind of do want to do a summary, as a higher level manager position. In IC roles, which is individual contributor roles, which is basically not management roles, you don't want a summary unless you're switching industries. But for management, there can be a case, because typically, well, especially for higher level managers, like you do a lot. Like, it's rare that someone just starts as a high level manager. So this makes sense. So with over 8 years of software engineering and Y years of mobile app, this is perfect. Leading, monitoring cross-functional teams. I know where you're at that one, and that's good. In industries, healthcare, medtech, good. Coaching and developing engineering teams with a focus on career growth, fostering strategic technical direction. Minor quibble, again, not a huge deal. That's why it should be one sentence. Committed to enhancing customer experience, organizational, strategic staffing, resource optimization, perfection. That sounded like the Sega one. Sega. Okay. Leveraging AI. Oh, you got a job with the word leveraging, and it works. I know. I just hate the word leveraging. AI machine learning to enhance mobile app capabilities. This is good. Predictive analytics, user experience, ensuring our iOS. Good. Over wide years, developing an X. Yep. UKIT, objects with, 5 years managing, mentoring, diverse team. Good, and skills. Yeah. This is good. This is really good. I like it. Again, this is, yeah, you do too. Good. It got you a job. Again, I have some minor quibbles, but this is a higher level management. And again, you don't need to put the education because you put PMP right up here. PMP for management positions is a phenomenal certification. Massive boost. So let's look at the resume I'm going to review. But yeah, this is great. I love it. See. Okay. But yeah, Summer Dawn, you got to pick the industry because as you are new here, I say this a lot, but resumes are job title specific, and you cannot really make a generalized resume. It just never works. You have to make your resume per job title, not per job. You shouldn't be customizing your resume every day. You should really, at the beginning of your search, make a couple of resumes and then just use those. Dental work, if it's not patient care, where 5 years of patient care was a nightmare. Yeah, I totally get why you would not want to. So are you, what are you, I guess would be a thing. Because I don't think I'm going to get to your probably resume until maybe Monday or Tuesday of next week, realistically. So what are you be? Let's see. Is this going to get cut off? I'm cut off, but not the resume. There we go. Perfect. Jack of all trades. All right, yeah. So I am also a jack of all trades in recruiting, but you really don't want your resume to be a jack of all trades. So the full thing is jack of all trades, master of none is often better than a master of one, but not in a resume. Resumes are specific. Do not make a jack of all trades resume. You can have skills of that, but don't make it. Resumes are job title specific, without fail. A generalized resume does not work. Yeah, it's master of none is often better than a master of one. That is the full saying. You got to use the full saying. But in this case, it is true. You don't want a generalized resume. But you can have a jack of all trades skill set. That is actually my skill set in recruiting, is I've kind of done a little bit of everything. And while I am not the best at one particular thing, I am above average in everything. So I can very much fill a gap in almost any team. Excuse me. Hate acid reflux. All right. This is good. This is a resume review of a AI engineer. So also, if you all like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell. I really appreciate it. It really does help. The algorithm is a fickle beast that I do not understand. But this person, as an AI engineer, has applied to 10 positions and gotten no interviews, which is not enough of a sample size. Could be a fantastic resume, could be a bad resume. We don't know yet. That's not enough. Typically, you really want like 150 apps to really start knowing where you stand. So what we're going to be looking for is, and this is a nightmare for me to say, AI, ML, LLM, NLP. So anything regarding to AI. Python and any other language. Python seemed to be the most popular, but it's, there are others. API, cloud, any cloud is good. Docker, SQL, any SQL is good. Terraform, your degree, and then TensorFlow, PyTorch, Keras, or Caffe. Also, maybe Kubernetes, but there may be one or two I'm missing, but this is going to be the overall that we're going to be looking for. This was the most common one. So, design a scalable Python API, good. For metadata handling, improving search relevance with OpenAI's vector embedding. See, here's the thing. This is why this is a good sentence, is I don't know what the heck this means, but I do know that they used Python API and AI to do something and to do this, which the manager should know. I won't, because this is beyond my knowledge. The only language I know is English, and even then, sometimes that is suspect. So built an asynchronology containerized Flask API with Celery and Docker, perfection for seamless integration with client application. Developed and implemented a RAG pipeline and granular to contextual automation to deliver critical. I'm not sure if this has any keywords and thus could be deleted, but maybe I'm missing one. But that's a minor nitpick. Built dynamic module SQL, perfect. Rigid JSON, I did see that one or two. PostSQL. Honestly, you might be moved forward on this alone. I don't even know if I need to go. I kind of found everything I needed here. Unless the only exception would be if they're looking for a very specific section of AI. But yeah, this is good. Let's see, with OpenAI's vector embedding, has AI, ragtime on that, okay. Block hack of the year, okay. Developed next year was great. So this one is, I have an issue with because there's nothing really here. This is full stack. I don't see anything here. Honestly, you should probably, so here's the thing, and I'm not sure if this is even going to matter, is I don't have anything I need in this, but this is basically perfection. So I would start adding some more stuff, just like regular coding stuff here in case they need something more specific. But I think you basically got most all of these. You should put your education at the top, especially if you graduated this year. So this should be in one line, maybe two max, and this should be at the very top because you just graduated and that's important. But yeah, honestly, this is a very solid resume, and I think once the market starts again, which is in mid-January, you're gonna be fine. You just need a little bit more here. I don't know how competitive this specific niche of software is, but I really love this. This is actually how you write your bullet points. You just didn't do it in this one, which I think is kind of funny, but this is great. Just do what you did here for this. So that's this review. Let's go on to the next one. I really like this. Was shooting making various formula requirements for each job. Fair warning, my resume is doxed. No! LangChain, LangGraph are actually important keywords. I'm hiring them. Yeah, and that's the thing is, like, there may be some I'm missing. That's specifically why I said with this, there may be something I'm missing with this one, but everything else is great. To me, seeing blockchain to full stack is a real child build up on enough cred. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this is good. I want to be clear. I think this will pass. I don't want to be like, oh, no, this will definitely pass. How far back are you in resumes submitted today? Or you think you'll get to them next week? Next week, I'm going to be missing a stream because I have a doctor's appointment and minor surgery. So I don't know. Normally, I think I would get to them by Wednesday, but I'm not going to be here next Wednesday because, like I said, I have a doctor's appointment at like 9:30. So there's no way I can come back in time. But also, welcome to the channel, Century Period. I like that name. If I get to it next week, maybe Tuesday of next week. I don't know, and I don't want to promise, but it should be between Tuesday or Monday because I'm out Wednesday of next week. So, and then I'll be back normally. I may do a surprise stream then, or like a Thursday stream, but yeah. Good. Thank you. I'm glad it's helpful. But yeah, Summer Dawn. So when you want to make a variant of your resume is you want to make it based on the job just title. So at the beginning of your search, you really want to pick a job title or 3 that you want and then write resumes for each of those. And then just use those for everything. Is mentioning blockchain risky? I've heard that some hiring managers are really jumpy. I don't know. I've never hired for a blockchain role, but I would listen to Last Righteous in that one. He's an AI manager, so who may be hiring a third-party recruiter to help him source. No, I mean, yes, if you needed it, but I probably not. But you do know where to find me if you do. Wink, wink, nod, nod, nudge, nudge. But yeah, it depends on the company and industry. And I think a thing that I would like to add to this is if it's the only thing on your resume, because this is fine because he says AI engineer up here, right? This is great. And then this is just a 3 bullet points from blockchain. So there's nothing crazy. Like, they're not trying to make everything blockchain. They're saying they worked on it. This was the job. Here are some of the skills. That's fine. And then they have full stack. I think if all of this was blockchain, we might have an issue. But, you know, and I would probably prefer a little bit more here, but I'm not actually an AI manager, but I've got the credit search to it. You do. I've seen that. I'll need to write more questions down for the next live. Be prepared to be bombarded. I'm good. Good. I want people to ask me questions. People come on here afraid to ask me questions. Like, no, your questions are content. I want your content. I am paid in likes, comments, and subscribes, and free Amazon Prime subscriptions, which, sorry, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a free sub, I think once per month, to a channel on Twitch, and I will take that free one. But I just, yeah, I'm never going to feel comfortable asking for money for people that don't have jobs. Which is also why I'm still doing recruiting stuff, which is going to pick up again, hopefully in a couple of weeks. Just right now is that weird time where there's like nothing recruiting related. Everything is chaos. Everything you send now has a chance to be opened in a week. So, yeah, I actually really like this resume. This was solid. That is 431. Oh gosh, I messed up my formatting somewhere. And Clem, this is why it can take me so long to get through resumes, because I get very easily distracted. Because I have the attention span of a toddler. Okay, 222. Oh, when did my phone go off? Okay, that wasn't critical. That's fine. I thought that was very important. That wasn't. I think that was somebody inviting me to a D&D game or something, which I probably don't have time for. I already have 2 D&D games. Really Pathfinder. So, not actually anybody we got to credit. If you are linked through your Prime account, I think if you go... Oh, hold on, I have to look at my own channel for this. So, yeah, I will do this needless self-plugging. So, if you go to... If you hover over me, there should be a little thing that shows Prime benefits, and if you click that, if you're logged in with that, that's where you can give it from. So if you just hover your mouse or thing over, it should show you that. So again, that I think will work. All right, what are we doing? We were doing in the resume. Full stack. Oh my god, what is this? Full stack web developer, unsure if listing paused unfinished degree at the top reduces my opportunities. Huh, okay. Well, I can't write all of that down because that's going to mess up my formatting. But let's do this. Okay. Brain stopped working. What am I looking for? Full stack developer. I know that by heart. Not, well, almost by heart. Okay, let's move this over here. And that over there. And fix in the formatting, because it never really works right. Why do I have the Final Fantasy thing in my head? Is that it? Am I missing one? That should be good. Cloud Agile. Okay, good. Oh, here it is. This is why. All right, there we go. And that is the wrong resume. Okay, and they have applied to 100. Yeah, I really need to do something that would like this weekend. That is my project. Is I'm going to redo my submission form because sometimes there's too much information missing. There's just too much information missing. Because like 100 jobs applied to in December may not mean anything because it's just a nightmare to get any interviews during that time. So, yeah, I just don't know. But let's just review it. Let's make sure this is good on formatting. This is a full stack web developer. They have applied to 100 jobs and gotten 0 interviews, which is not good. But again, November, December, that metric doesn't really work. So maybe this is good. Maybe it's bad. Maybe they just picked the wrong time to apply. You know, we're going to see. So they also sent me a note that kind of confused me for a second, but they have a paused unfinished degree at the top of their resume, which is why they didn't do that. So that I may have to judge and give some advice later, but right now I'm going to have to do based on what I see. So they were going to look for TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, extra language, Python or C or Java, and Git. Usually it's going to be Python, but sometimes they want some of the others. So let's look. So they have the languages. I will say these are the correct language. These are the correct skills. I'm not a fan of this because if you're doing a skill section, do it like this, but I'm still never been a fan of skill sections. Also, this formatting is off. This says 2024 February to July. I assume you mean July 2024. Please do the numbers. You really do want to do the numbers for that. It looks weird otherwise. So just, Feb 2024 to July 2024 is fine. Developed all full stack features for a travel project using TypeScript, React, Redux, Node, Tailwind. That's solid. That's good. Research and integrated party APIs. Travel to studio, recruit to ChatGPT for measure cost of living info. Yeah, that's solid. I like it. Schedule cron and AJS just post SQL, creating a monthly update with cache. Yeah, that's good. Honestly, this is solid. So here's something I do wonder. Obviously, and I don't know this for sure. Obviously, you're going to scrub your personal information. You do not want this to be on video. Clearly, I don't blame you. I don't want it to be either. But I don't know if there's actually space for your phone number. If a recruiter can't get your phone number, there is a high likelihood they may not move forward with you. So this resume looks okay, and it may just be the time you applied, which again, December is metrics are nightmares in December. But I'm wondering if you actually have the correct contact information, because that may be an issue. In addition, if you are a U.S. citizen, you really should put first name, last name, phone number, email, LinkedIn, or Git, whatever. The third one is wild. Then U.S. citizen, located in, and city and state. If you are. But yeah, these aren't bad. I actually think these are solid. Truthfully, the market's competitive, and I'm wondering if... So here's the question. Third year, not having this would hurt your chances, but you don't want to lie. So if you're still ongoing with it, I would just put it expected graduation date. If you quit, then don't do that. But that my actual biggest concern is I wonder if you didn't put your actual phone number or your email isn't correct. But otherwise, the actual resume is okay. I don't think it's bad. It's just highly competitive. And one internship is going to be tough to get a job regardless. But you wrote the correct stuff for full stack. So I think this may be some other issue than a basic formatting. Check your contact information. And again, maybe it's just you picked the wrong time to apply. December is a nightmare. There's like nothing that happens until the middle of January. So this is expected. So yeah, let me know in the comments because there's something more to this and I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. Need a seasonally adjusted good response rate. Doesn't hurt to have a number. Use a burner. Yeah, I mean, look, you really always want to put your number. Like, that is the one thing you really do is you want more opportunities to do that because a lot of companies may not go for maybe old school and call you. That happens. And if they don't have a number, they're not going to move forward. Or alternatively, if your email is bouncing or it goes to spam and you're a qualified candidate, they may give you a text. So yeah, you should have a number. You want a number. But a seasonally adjusted good response rate, I agree. My issue is I don't know what that would be in December because it's really a nightmare. It's just like sometimes you get more than average because recruiters are panicking and trying to get all the recs out at the last time. And then sometimes you get nothing because everybody's on vacation until next week. Or actually, yeah, it would be about next week. That would be about the time people come back. So I don't actually know what a seasonally adjusted number for November, December would be. I'll be honest. It's just chaos. It can sometimes matter and sometimes it doesn't. It's just pure chaos. Like nothing, it just doesn't. Up is down and down is up and left is up and down is up and left is up again. Doesn't make any sense. So Yeah, I don't know what it would be, though. So I am going to tweak my website to have a bar where it's, you know, essentially between the months of like January and October, how many interviews do you get per whatever. I'm going to tweak it. I'm also going to put where they found me from so I can know. But yeah, that is an issue that I'm going to hopefully be able to fix this weekend. So we have an ad in 3 minutes. Boo. All right, I am going to take a break though, so I'm going to play some video games for like 30 minutes to detox and then finish the rest of these. So we're going to do for some poor Marvel Rival streaming in a bit. This was 42. The hell was this? 42. 42-2. Because I can tell when my mind is like, you've started to do a lot of resumes and your mind is going to melt. So probably after 2 rounds is about what I need. Oh boy. What is going on here? Cancel. Okay, that's going to be an issue later. Oh, this is 43, that's why. But yeah, I'll still answer recruiting questions, to be clear. There's a limit to how much resume I can look at before going insane. Even when I am working corporate-wise, they're like, you take like an hour and a half and then you do something else. I mean, I gotta get good. I gotta get out of LinkedIn hell. That is LinkedIn hell, ELO hell. But when do you think the market will pick up for new grad? Never. Even when the market was good, it was a nightmare to get a new grad software engineer role. That was always tough, even when the market was good. So I don't know when, because I've never actually been in it. Even when I was starting to recruit, like when the market was phenomenal for it, still tough. Truthfully, what you need to do as a fresh grad is take the first job you can get that has some experience in a tech stack, even if it's bad, and try to ride it out for about a year. That's or keep applying while you have it. So I wish I gave you a better answer than that. It's just, quite frankly, it's always been bad. It's always been bad for new grads. Well, I'll wait for my resume. Okay. Resume review. Perfect. Okay. And I should be doing it. I am actually chugging along pretty well. I think I'll be able to get it done by Tuesday, maybe. So I don't know. I'm thinking of doing a surprise stream on Thursday, but I think I have meetings then. I may just have to do 2 streams instead of 3 next week, just because it's that time where work is starting to pick up. So, okay, good. If not, yeah, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, and you will see the video. It's just we're usually about a week or 2 behind. So let me play about 2 rounds of this or so, and we'll go from there and start doing more resumes. So, but yeah, I hope you can at least learn how to do this. But it's tough for a new grad. I'll be honest. I think the very first job you get after, your first 2 years after college is the hardest going to be time to get a job. I'm closing in on it. I'm closing in on silver. Have you ever seen the Joseph Redmoon My Little Pony resume? No, but I want to. Link it. I want to see that. I want to review a My Little Pony resume. That looks hilarious. I have seen the Mario one. No, that's not a resume though. That's great.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this.
All right, please don't let me be a tank. Oh no, I have to be a tank.
Through the cloudless night.
Okay, good. They're being a tank. Oh, if they're being Thor,
No one escapes hell.
I need you to pick so I can help you out here.
Tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon.
There we go. Okay, let me look at this. Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right, before we start doing the other stuff, I'm gonna re-review that. Oh my god.
Friends call me Mark. Or Steven. Or Jake.
Something.
Before you attack, get ready.
We're in this together, Captain Owen. Get the stars out of your eyes and let us fight.
You can't be that old.
The fate of many worlds is at stake. It is a mighty quest.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't forget, securing the mission area is your top priority.
Khonshu gave me my mission, and nothing's going to stop me from seeing it through.
This is loud.
Get ready.
There we go.
Here come the bad guys.
Surrender your strength.
Gone?
Tandy needs help. Looking for a new challenge.
The wounds are gone.
Double kill.
Imagine how much time it could have helped.
You need their power.
Darn it.
There, ahead. I found them.
Target neutralized.
A foam of light.
Surrender your strength.
Okay, but stop it, Iron Man. Okay, yeah, Last Righteous is a something at manager, which I think is very funny. He does a lot, so.
Time to train.
Which I think was partly kind of the issue, is it wasn't very niche. It was also a sort of jack of all trades. But trying to see if I can get a return offer. Look, the thing is, the point of your resume, the only point is to get an interview. As long as you are getting interviews with your resume, that's good. But yeah, if you need it, I can connect you to. If you want, I can give them your LinkedIn, if you would like. After this, oh god. I'm looking for extended hour sales and music vocals such. Good. I'm happy if you get income well. I had one and only one from Capital One. I mean, again, it's the ratio of how many. Oh, the group. It's the ratio, you know.
The moon haunts you.
Yep, got the healer. Probably 150 to 1. That's not good. As a fresh grad, though, I think a good ratio is really going to be like 75. Truthfully, I mean, it's just a nightmare to get one as an entry level position. Like, I wish I could say like I used amazing resume skills in my first job as a recruiter, but I got real lucky with my first. In fact, I got lucky with my first two major jobs after college. So, which I can't recommend someone to do because I don't know how you can try to be lucky. Thinking of the huge extra from the night check, but I stopped tracking the ratio. 300. My ratio before then was 71, 81. Yeah, that's. But yeah, how I got my first was I was in the helpline in college, which was a depression, suicide prevention helpline kind of thing, and I taught people how to do it. And my first job, the helpline thing is going to come in a second. My first job after that, I applied to be a, I guess, an admin assistant at Dress for Success. And the only reason I got it is because out of the 3 people that applied, only one person showed up to the interview, and that was me. So, and then my second one, which was the entire reason I said that story, is when I applied to be a recruiter at a boutique firm, they looked at my resume, and the person that looked at my resume was a alum of Helpline, and they say you need to bring them in. So that is how that happened. After that, I started using good resumes and stuff, but the first couple, it took me a bit. Oh, did he block it? Oh, he blocked it! So, trying to figure out ATS scoring software with keywords. I can't say that it's got the interest in me, though. Growing my network in the I think was way more influential. Yeah, it's... I'm not a huge fan of some of those checkers. Does ATS score matter? It doesn't matter. ATS scores don't matter because that is not how they look at it. But there are sites that can help with sort of keywords a bit. But no, ATS scores are not a thing because ATSs rank people in the order they come in. While there are some AI ATSs that do actually do candidate scoring, they are very rare in the market. So you might, in a year or two, we might actually have real ATS scorings, but right now it's not enough to worry about it. Also, Clem, I think I'm doing pretty well this match. I say as I immediately whiff everything. There's software that does cosine differentials between... See, that would be interesting. I've been trying to reach out to YC startup founders. Yeah. Again, it's gonna be tough to get your first job.
Maximum pulse.
He just got nuked. I love the ultimate yell followed by the cutoff of death. Alright, cool. Got the healer. That's my job. Still not graduate until May, though. Okay, that's fine. Truthfully, you're really not going to get a lot of success until, like, you could start within a month and a half. That's about how long it takes people to start. Yeah! I did well that time, Clem. I'm learning. I'm learning! I'll get to Wood 3 in a month at this rate.
Including which side you're on.
I tear through the cloudless night, just like the moon.
The right heroes could make all the difference.
New grad is kind of like a new car smell. People, yeah, that is true. Like, until you graduate, you're going to have some issues with it. Should I be... I had some referrals to big tech, but honestly, no yuck. Yeah, so it depends on where the referrals is. I think, like, 7 years ago, if you got a referral, it was almost a guaranteed interview. But right now, with the volumes of, like, referrals and stuff, unless that person directly knows the manager, you're probably not going to have much luck with referrals. It's just because, like, there's a lot. There's a lot that happens. Which the next recruiting cycle. Yeah. So when did you start applying Sentry? Because remember, November, December is weird. You can't really count success and failure until maybe midway through this year. August, yeah, that's about when it slows down. There's a hiring boom in September, and then it starts slowing down to a crawl after that.
The battle starts in 5, 4.
So that doesn't really shock
2,
me.
1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
So you think New York? It always does. Okay, so here's the thing. Year after year, it will always pick up mid-January to February. That is the biggest hiring boom of the year. Except this year might be a little weird because of all the tariffs and stuff that I think companies might hold back on hiring until maybe Q2. Okay, that was a bad idea. That wasn't a counter. So normally I would say you'd be rolling in interviews by February if your resume is mid. But I don't know if that's going to be the case this year. It may be pushed off. So
I'll be disappointed if there
and that's about the extent of my knowledge, is because it very much seems like the market is tepid on hiring, which is normally the case at this time, but it seems there's a lot of uncertainty and people don't hire during uncertainty because that is when people just get laid off. So It will pick up more than here, though. I will say getting a job is the hardest during November, December, bar none. So it will get better. It's just when it gets better. Alright. My goal is the healers. Oh, hi, Jeff. Who's a good widow, Sharky? I love Woo Jeff. But not you. You're the evil Jeff. So yeah, that's when it will get better. Which is also why it's good to prep now, because you want to make sure that when it hits, you're ready. Where the hell is everybody shooting at? Okay. Where is that? Am I in the wrong spot? I feel like I'm okay. I like Jeff's little sniper position. I'm just chilling with Jeff. This is such a dumb but amazing design. Is a four-legged shark. A four-legged shark in a collar is such a great design. Like, whoever thought of that was genius. I've been on that leak code grind. Alright, look, I don't know how good the leak code stuff is, because that's not that it's bad, I just want to be clear. That's not really what I do. Like, I can't determine how good you are at the codes, necessarily. I should have not died there. Do you know what focus specialty you like to work in? Yeah, that's a good point. Like, are you going for full stack, back end, front end, or something else?
I can restore health, remember?
Whee! Okay. Want to do full stack or back end at 3 intercept full stack? I will say full stack is currently hot right now. So if you are doing any, full stack is the way to go. Crud. Like, full stack right now is hot. Oh, wow, I didn't even see him. Oh, man, he missed so much, too. But full stack is hot. I don't know why, but it is. Because I don't think it was when I first started. I think it was back-end Java was the hot one. Want to get more into cloud DevOps? Yeah, DevOps, bleh, but cloud is always going to be beneficial.
Hold the perimeter. Time's on our side.
Oh gosh, he just keeps messing with me. Oh, I got one though. Good. Oh, hi, Hella. I did not see you there, even though you were right up into my sight. I got the healer though. That's all that matters, is I get the healer. My job is superfluous if the healer gets murked.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Whee! Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Healer down. Yeah! Why would he leave the point? I want to listen to a big music company and turn this summer again after graduate, maybe turn it to full-time. I hope so. I hope you can get a full-time on it.
Another epic victory. Big win.
Do I get the rewards for playing this on my own stream? Because I think you can get rewards from this, and I want to. You should keep applying regardless. Like, you don't have a job until you're honestly 3 months after you've been in the job. So don't no, I didn't want to highlight. Don't stop applying until you actually get the offer. Honestly, kind of maybe not want to. You want to keep applying until you get your butt in the seat. But I even tell managers that, I'm like, they're not yours until their first day in the office. So until their butt's in that seat, they're not there. Although typically, the amount of people that bounce in the industry after getting an offer is rare. I think there is some psychological thing that once you sign an offer, you're there. So, but I tell them it's most likely good, but, you know, don't get super excited till their first day. Probably will job out every 2 years as well once I've been less the company. Yeah, that's about average. I mean, it's also, that's not job hopping. Sorry, my thing of job hopping is more brain. more jobs than years, but yeah, people leave jobs for a variety of reasons, obviously, and I feel like 2 to 4 years is solid in today's market. So I love Hella's costume. I also really like these like spikes on her thigh. I don't know what they do, and that's gotta be uncomfortable, but I think they're neat. I just think they're neat. She's got like spiky everything. And I love the designs in this game. Like, although I've been iffy on tanks, I absolutely love the costume designs of almost every single character. I just think they're great. I like the game. I'm not good at it, but I like it. Truthfully, if League didn't have Vanguard, I'd probably play League again because I got Plat in League. But I enjoy it. It's basically Overwatch, but better. And my only issue, which I've complained about too much ad nauseum, is the tanks. I just don't think they're very interesting to play. But everyone else is great. The matches are very quick and snappy. It's great. I really like the game. I think it's very well designed. I should not be in this position. Okay. I need to go into a different position. Where are they coming from? Uh-oh. Spitterman. So yeah, I like it. Oh, I don't have my thing. But yeah, what games are y'all playing? Also, I wouldn't be opposed to playing any other type of game. I have a couple in my backlog that I'd probably go again, but it helps me chill out because there's no real text, which is what I get burnt out on reading too much text, which is probably the dyslexia. So that's why I really like this, is there's not a lot of text. I clicked on your Twitch from YouTube. I was pitching you live. Good. I am very, very happy. So wait, actually, that's a question. Does my YouTube show that I'm live from my Twitch? Because I know there's a way to do that, and I haven't done it yet, and I'm not sure how. Used to play Valorant. You know what? I actually never did, because I know that's more like CS, Counter-Strike. Oh, Lord. I am bad at this. Use the... Yeah, I'm trying.
The moon haunts you.
Crowd form's not up yet. I mean, that Spider-Man knocked me off the thing. Okay. No, I just saw you posted a link. Okay, cool. I'm glad you did. The one thing I do need is an intro to the channel. Because... yeah, I need an intro. Alright, I don't think I'm good enough with Hella. I think I need to be something else, and this gives Magneto a buff. Yeah, I'm glad you found it. I'm glad my YouTube is getting kind of popular. I'm not sure why which videos are successful versus others, though. That confuses the hell out of me. Because I'll make, like, 2 almost identical videos in my mind, and one will get, like, 2,000 views, the other get, like, 2, and I'm like, I don't understand this. But yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad I could give you a help. Give you some help. That's why you shouldn't trust my grammar. Everything else in recruiting... Okay, and then, oh god, okay. Tank busting! Cool, hit the wall with everything. Good job, Lee. This cannot be a good spot for me. Probably YouTube. Yeah, that may be. I don't understand the algorithm. Oh, no. Which is kind of... I know this is not weird. I don't like it because I don't know if I'm fine doing stuff wrong. Like, I think it's healthy to learn from your mistakes. It's just really hard because I'm like, I don't know what's good and what's bad about this. Spitterman. Okay, cool. Good job, Lee. Hit nothing. And I still died. Yeah, do you make a lot of music, Righteous?
Love battlefield medicine.
We should have done an intro for this channel, especially in music. I do. I don't know what to... You know what? I may actually record it at the end of this stream just to get one in, but I do need to do better. I'm just... I'm not good at the planned content. I think that's the thing. Is I don't know if I don't know if I have the attention span for the plan. So a lot of it is just kind of improv, which is my specialty, which isn't, you know, good all the time. Oh, I was so close. Oh, I can make beats rhyme and audio engineer. That'd be neat. Oh, I should have waited. I should have came in a couple of seconds later. That would have been a good ulti. What is Sweetwater? Okay, waiting for tanks. I was looking on LinkedIn to connect with my previous coworkers and managed to know it as LinkedIn. Really? You know what? No, that doesn't shock me. Nurses are... So, here's my thing. The worst resumes I see are marketers and art people. But except for nurses, which bar none have the worst resumes. Nurses are, dang it, tough as hell to find because they're just not on anything and their resumes are weird. Hi, Clarity IO. We do recommend doing some of your content. Very cool and forward. Dropping a follow so know when to come back. Thank you. Glad you're here. Glad. Thank you very much. And I do more resumes, but man, I need breaks. I don't know who I killed. Who did I kill? Ah, I killed the healer randomly. Is there a point to killing this? I feel like by the... No. Spider-Man, though. I love Scarlet Witch because I don't have to aim. Buddy makes music as well, and their resumes are weird. It's... So, the problem with marketers and graphic designers is they try to make it flashy and they fail. The problem with nurses is they just have nothing on it. Like, I can see the intent and why it didn't work for marketers and stuff, but it's just nothing. It'll be like nurse. Wow, I didn't hit anybody. It'll be like nurse 2010 to 2010, and that'll be it. They just don't have anything on there. It's almost like a blank sheet of paper. How bad am I doing this game? 5-7, not great, but could be worse.
My work here is not done.
So nurses just have nothing on there. It's just a big old nothing. That's the problem. Oh, come on, get the healer. Complacent? I mean, I don't think so, because, like, even when nurses were hot, they weren't getting a lot of interviews because they just didn't put what they needed. Like that, so I say a lot about you need the very basic tools and stuff of your job, and I think nurses are, bar none, the most guilty of that. They just don't put anything on there. They'll just say nurse, and it's like, I actually need to know. So that's kind of the issue, and that's where I really learned the importance of just like boring Excel and stuff, is from nurse recruitment. Okay, I'm failing as her. I shouldn't be her. I need to be... God. So that's kind of the issue, is they just don't have anything. Like, they'll just say nurse, and it's like, I need to know that you drew blood, I need to know that you triaged, and I know those are basic. I know that's what basically every nurse does, but I need it, or the managers won't go through with you. Now it's way better for nurses, so maybe there's a difference now, but at least back then that was the case. Ugh. How many did he get? Hopefully he just got me. Okay, well, he still got me, but... So yeah, not complacent, it's just they don't write resumes because they're... I mean, it's kind of... I don't know how to say it. They just don't have anything on there. That's kind of it. So that's my issue with nurse resumes. I wish they had more, but I mean, obviously there's a lot of nursing things, so I don't know if they even need it now, but back in the day that was kind of critical. Oh, come on, get me one. Let me get the healer at least. Do we need a Vanguard? Okay. That's not a Vanguard, but it's something. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm panicking. Okay. Okay, this might have actually been the right choice. Oh no. Why did it go down? I didn't want to go down! Iron Man, no! Okay, cool. Ugh. It's hell.
The current score is
I almost did it.
2-2. Time to switch things up.
So, do you do longer reviews or only short ones? I've done longer before.
You'll need a top-notch team to win
It's
this.
mainly for just time's sake, truthfully. Because it's kind of a nightmare to keep doing all the long ones, and a lot of the times I find the shorter ones still have the information that they need. So I like doing the shorter ones because I can sort of, from time-wise, record them and post them to YouTube. But I will help somebody on chat if they're here when their resume is afterwards to give them some more. But even then, it's usually more 10 minutes, and it's less for time and more... It's an iterative process, so like you'll do one change and then it'll come back and then you'll do a little bit more and do a little bit more, and doing like an hour and a half usually leads to less success, I guess. So that's kind of why I don't do as many long ones anymore, is you really don't need all that. You know, it's usually like 20 minutes, fix it, another 20 minutes, fix it, you know, that kind of thing.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't forget, securing the mission area is your top priority.
You guys are actually here, right? Or am I imagining this? We got a spider problem.
Oh god, I could not even move. Is this a good place for me to complain about the insane way NVIDIA does hiring? Please do. I know nothing about NVIDIA's hiring. Okay, there was too much chaos there. I think I do Magneto? No, we need a strategist or a Vanguard. I'll do Magneto.
Hide from the dangers that lie beyond our shores.
Ba-da-da-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
We must undo.
Damn it.
This is real firepower!
Look out behind us.
Ah.
You're welcome.
I am strengthened.
Juice.
Alright, I'll do that after this game. That...
I've got eyes on an enemy. What can I do?
Watch out! Hold still.
By the eye of Agamotto.
She could have saved you like you saved me.
Don't go down this easy.
Spring Castle, reporting for duty.
On me.
Need some range.
Okay, we are back.
Hi there.
Oh gosh.
You cannot hurt me.
Only 60 seconds left.
Yeah, that was a bad ulti.
Spider-Man!
Oh no. Okay. I'm not good at this. Alright. Okay, so they decided they obviously introduced me to me to talk about the research. I prepared for hours and hours for the talk, and they come up with a resume. After that, no one will accept the resume, and it seems that it was very ugly uncouth for the try-swimming resume me a month later than asked for my resume. Ooh, yeah, they may have been trying to hire to pipeline ineffectively before they had the rec open. That's not good.
This is real firepower!
Final 10 seconds.
Ugh.
I'll patch you up. Needed that, thanks.
I did not know that, actually, Clem. Also, where do I do these settings for this? Keyboard, controller, social, other. Because I know we just lost anyway, so. Display,
2,
graphics, audio, control. Where's the thing? They invite me to an internal meeting of the team that would be hiring, talk about my research. Okay, I am going to change this setting, and then I'm going to go back to some resumes, but I want to know how to do that. So yeah, okay, so give me a second. Look, I'm bronze 1. I'm rising, baby. Very slowly. I think I'm just not good with Magneto. I think I'm okay with Penny because I don't have to aim. Alright, where is this in the settings to change the health? UI, I imagine? No. Combat. LMC. What is LMC? Oh, here. Okay. And it was like, none of this is an interview. Let me know they won't be moving forward. Oh, let me check. Okay. Yeah, that's not okay. That's not a good hiring practice. I mean, it's... So there are things called evergreen recs, which are okay, where they're technically not a job, but they lead to jobs. So a company will anticipate, say, needing to hire 10 engineers, so they'll put an evergreen job up ahead of it so that people apply and then they move those to the right job and know who to contact. I'm not a huge fan of evergreen recs, but people do get hired. But it sounds like in this case, they did not have approval for the budget. And they here it is. Thank you. They did not have approval for the budget, and they tried to hire in anticipation of the approval, which isn't good. That's not good at all. Obviously not good. So that's probably what they did, which isn't great, and I don't like that. So I didn't list them as a company that gave me an interview on your form. Fair. I mean, yeah, I guess that's fair. It really depends on the ratio. I think I'm just going to move it to a ratio, which I think it's going to be... Oh, let me blow out my eardrums with this music that I can't change on this end. There it is. I think it's really going to determine... I'm going to change it, right? I'm going to say, what is your ratio of interviews, of how many applications on average does it take you to get an interview? So, and then I'm going to switch it to like under 25, under 50, because it's not working, or don't know. Because I get people are sending these, but it's not working. And then there's the time delay of like, you know, if they're doing it in December, that just doesn't count. Nothing counts in December. So this is an abomination. This is a My Little Pony resume. Hi, Bear Bear. You come to visit me. You're done with Mama. All right. Little Pony went to Middlebury College in Middlebury, Vermont. He graduated with highest honors and even received a departmental award for academic excellence. While in Middlebury College of Computer Science. I'm going to judge this as a real one at the intro to my next video. I need to save this. Hold on. This is amazing. Thank you for sending this to me. I am saving this under resumes, and I'm going to do this in the very first resume. MLP resume. It's just so funny. I'm going to look at that in a video. We're going to start with a video for just that. So, all right, which one are we on? We are on, I think, this one. Yes, this one. All right. And that is a little crunched. Let's move this up here. Oh gosh, my little screen is so small. I think that's not getting cut out, but I will move this one up just in case. There we go. That's better. So this is a machine ML software engineer. I'm just gonna do ML. Every time I see ML, I keep thinking MLM, which is not right. I have a lot of skills listed on my LinkedIn. It's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having the skills listed on your LinkedIn. Truthfully, your LinkedIn is not going to matter a ton unless you're in a market that requires a lot of agency recruiters, but you kind of just want to move your LinkedIn like your main job and resume. In general, clarity and chaos. Okay, I keep thinking that was like, I don't know what I was thinking. In general, how important are certifications for employers? It depends on the industry. Some certs don't matter at all. Some certs are almost as important, if not more so, than experience. So I don't know if the AWS cert is as important. I have seen it once or twice, but it depends on what type you're going for. Are you going for cybersecurity? Are you going for software engineer? Are you going for management? It depends, because like for management, PMP is the cert you want. For accounting, CPA. For software engineer, not a lot of it really matters. For DevOps, it's a difference. So it depends on what you're looking for and the individual type of job. 47, I mean, it's not a bad idea at 47. The point is, a skills section doesn't matter unless it's in bullet points. But it can be useful for searching your resume in Boolean searches on LinkedIn. Yeah, I honestly, almost every answer is, it depends. Because there is no one answer in recruiting. You're gonna never get it. The point of what you should try to do for in your resume and other stuff. Let me do this so people are not like, why is he not playing Marvel Rebels? Is above all average. That is your goal, is to do stuff that is above all average. You will never succeed with every job with every resume, but your goal is to, you know, beat the average. That's why 1 in 25 is amazing. So most certs are gravy on the biscuit. If you have 2 equal certs, I like gravy on the biscuit. Oh, thank you very much for subscribing with Prime. Thank you very much, Marda. How big a backlog is it to get your resume reviewed? Appreciate what you're doing. Currently, if you submit it now, I will probably review it Tuesday of next week, or alternatively Monday of the week after that. I'm not here on Wednesday of next week, which is going to mess up my schedule. So normally it's Mondays and Wednesdays, and Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays when I stream. Next week, I'm not going to be here Wednesday, but I'll be back to normal after that. So thank you very much for the Prime. Also, you can ask any other recruiting questions. I'll be glad to answer it, just not resume specific ones that are, I have to visually see it. So I figured it's something to ruin it now. Bachelor's becoming more and more the high school diploma, so there's help in that respect. Okay, yeah, for accounting, yeah. Again, it's really, certs are really, really, really dependent. Really dependent on the type. Because, like, in software engineering, certs aren't that great. In management, amazing. I actually have to look up what the keywords for this resume are, because I do not know them off the top of my head. I assume it's going to be more of a software engineer and a back end with ML, but they're more. Man, that's just reminding me of the oligonucleotide scientist searches. I feel like check balancing should be a relevant hard skill. Huh. Could be. I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm not a fan of hard and soft skills. I think that kind of is not a good way to describe it. I think it's more of skills and tools. That's kind of how I view it, because some jobs really, really care about more of the tools that you use, or they just want to see that you use tools, while others really care about the actual abilities that you do. And soft skill versus hard skill is not, I think, a way to say it. I really think it's more like tools of the trade versus, you know, competency and skills, because technically Java could be a skill, or it could be a soft skill or a hard skill, depending on what they want. I know it's not technically a soft skill, but like how good you are with it. So this is cloud, REST API, REST API, and then we've got, probably is going to be Python with this one. Database management, SQL. Oh, here's LangChain. Yeah, you're right. This is the one right here in LangChain. Computer science minimum with Python language. So this is where we're going to put AI, ML, I'm just going to put all of them, etc. Just if it's got that, it's going to be there. Then we're going to do like Docker and LangChain and Chroma and I will never like software engineering names. I despise them all. Are you in Chroma or Pinecone? It's like, oh, it's not off of plants? No, it's a Pinecone, it's a Chroma, it's LangChain. I despise naming conventions in software engineering. I despise them. I despise them so much. They're so dumb. I hate them all. All right, now we're back. Lee's not ranting anymore. So, any way to donate to get resume review pushed ahead of the queue? Honestly, no. I want to keep it. I want to keep it not pay to play, and by that means there's no real benefit. I mean, if you've been a long-time subscriber, and you're, you know, if you're not a long-time follower and you've been here for a while, I might make an exception, but I don't want to do it based on money. So, I am still doing reviews right now. I just have to look up the keywords, so I don't know all the keywords by heart. That is not something I can do. I have to look them up for each job, essentially. So, this is what I'm doing right now, is looking for this AI resume one right now, because I don't know this one by heart. I know most of the software engineering ones, but that's what confuses me, because administration is a twofer, and that throws me off. I don't know how to answer that one. ETL, CETL. So that is what we're doing. ETL, DevOps, CI/CD, DevOps, CI/CD, Git, And let's see, let's do a different one. I don't want to do the same one. Machine learning, I'm counting that. 5 years tech, TensorFlow, PyChart. Okay. I despise these names. Despise them all. And Gen AI, ML Ops, AWS, data science. I think this is good. This is a bad job description. What the hell is this job description? Okay. Oh, it's right here? Oh, they have NLP. Okay. You know, this is something I see a lot is ML Ops. So this should be good for this. So, there are 2 hard things in computer science: catch invalidation, naming things, and off by 1 errors. I actually understood that. That's amazing. I love it. I absolutely love it. Post on our resume and he may respond. That's true. If you post on our resume and tag me, I can do a written one, because I can't advertise myself, but I will do it if you maybe respond by that. But it just, I prefer doing them by voice because I'm super dyslexic and I hate writing, but also I think it's better if I could go back and forth. TensorBoard, NVIDIA, Symix, Vulpix, Pandas, Metapod, Metapod, Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Ivysaur. Yeah, it kind of does feel like doing the Pokemon rap, actually. So let's do this resume. But yeah, I will not accept money to move people up in the queue. I don't want to charge people that don't have a job. That feels wrong. I will take your free Prime sub because that's free. But I never will feel comfortably like if you pay $10, I'll move you up in the queue. That just seems... My audience doesn't have a job. My audience doesn't have money. I don't want to exploit that. That's my goal. It's just to not be that kind of person. So, all right, let's do... This is a little cut off, but whatever. It's fine. And they have applied to 100 to 0. Okay. This is a ML software engineer. The keywords are going to be a nightmare, and it's going to honestly feel like saying the Pokemon rap, because it's going to be AI, ML, Docker, LangChain, Chroma, Pinecone, Cloud, any cloud, REST API, SQL, primary language, usually going to be Python. ML Ops, seen that in a bunch of them. ETL, DevOps, CIC, CD, Git, TensorFlow, PyTorch, Pikachu, Hitmonchan, Gengar, I don't know. But yeah, there's probably more that I'm not having here, but this is going to be the gist of what I'm looking for. Basically, it's got to show that you have a bunch of AI. It's got to show the language. It's got to show some of the key ones with, the AI. And then ML Ops, Git, REST, API, that kind of thing are very popular along with SQL. So this person has applied to 100 jobs, hasn't gotten any interviews. Not good. But again, it's December-ish. Well, now it's January 1st when I'm reviewing this, but still, the market doesn't really pick up again until the 7th. So at best. But let's see what we've got with this. I'm a software development graduate with hands-on in Python, machine learning, computer vision, proficient tools. I don't like any of this. So I don't know how else to say this, but they don't care that you're passionate about a subject typically. If they are, you don't want to say you're passionate. You have to show how. So this entire thing can be deleted. Programming language. This can also be all deleted. Yeah, this can also be deleted. It's too long. If you're going to keep this, make it a 3 lines max. And I do appreciate that you only had really like 1 to 2 languages, but still, none of this is going to really help. So you're going to put it in the projects with how you've done it. So let's see. This also, so here's the problem. This can all be deleted. This is fine. You just, 2025, graduated, that's cool. So now we can do your actual projects. Having the link there isn't a bad idea for a project because the recruiter will never look at it, but if you get past the first interview, the manager might want to take a look at it. So developed an advanced ANPR system using OpenCV and Python and a custom train model based on the YOLOV. I don't see anything I like. I see API. Improve the vehicle integration through the YOLOV model. Okay, no, don't care. Develop the 2D editor using Java. Okay, network model. Game environment, integrating the model to AI-driven control. What kind of AI? What kind are we doing with? Are we doing ML, AI, LLM, NLP? Okay, developed data management using like React, Node.js, Express, MongoDB. Okay, so this actually is fine. So here's the thing. People are gonna be like, why are you gonna keep your chef and assistant porter thing? And the point is, it shows they worked them for about 1.5 years, and another about a year. That's actually good. You want to show that you work a job. So this is actually fine to have, even though the bullet points are not going to be relevant. The fact is you worked there for a certain number of time, and that shows that you're not going to immediately bounce. My problem with this resume is I have to go all the way down here to find the first thing I'm looking for. And that's Python, which is not even going to be the biggest one we're going to look for. So this resume will not get through. I know this. These need to be in the bullet points. If you have other projects, that's fine. This is a fine way of writing it. Utilized or used. I just think used is better. Used React, Node.js, Express, and MongoDB to create an interface for real-time effect management. Even though these are not the keywords I'm looking for, this is how you write them. But the only thing I found that is useful in this resume is Python here, and API here, and React here, and AI right here. So you have to burn this all down and restart. Weirdly enough, I think you should keep these, and I think they're in the proper place. So this is correct. This is where you should actually keep this. Because again, it shows that you've worked at a place for longevity, which is what managers like. So the bullet points are fine. You don't need to do anything with bullets here, but I would very much recommend use the resume template on my website and do that. This should all be deleted, and then you need to write your projects with bullet points that we're actually going to be looking for, which is this stuff. So I don't want to be mean. I don't know how else to help, because it's tough. The hardest job search you're ever going to have is the one right after college. That's a truth. Getting your first 2 years experience, even in a good market, which this is not a good market, is hard as hell. And you're in an uphill climb, and this resume is not going to be helping you. So I don't think you got 100 to 0 because of the time of the year you applied. I think you got 100 to 0 because the resume doesn't give anything. This is a resume that doesn't give me anything. And I don't know what YOLO V8 is. I looked at a couple of job descriptions. I didn't see YOLO V8. So yeah, I want this stuff, right? So any of the clouds, API, SQL, and I want you to write them like this, because this is your best bullet point in the whole damn resume. This one right here. And I have to scroll all the way down. And what's really going to happen is the recruiter's going to go here. Okay, cool, whatever. They don't see it here, and they're probably going to stop here. And then they're going to reject you. So rewrite this resume. Use my template, please, please, please. It is basic and boring because that works. Flashy doesn't work. So let's move on to the last resume. I feel like the passion angle works if you connect to the company mission. Yeah. I am with you, and now that I'm thinking about that afterwards, I'm not a huge fan that I said passion doesn't work, but I think it's more the case that you have to show, you can't tell. Like, you can't say in a TV show, this makes me feel angry. You have to show you're angry, and that's the same thing in the resume specifically for passion, is you have to show your passion. The My Little Pony resume guy invented the YOLO algorithm. What is the YOLO algorithm? What is the YOLO algorithm? What is the YOLO algorithm? Okay, so that one was 43.3, which I just messed up all my darn stuff. 43.3, which is not going to show because I screwed up. Oh man, I hope my videos aren't going to mess up here. This is going to be bad if it does. 43.3 M 43.3. Oh, please work correctly. Go to videos. Oh no, it doesn't cancel. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's just the video, I guess. This is gonna be like an hour. This is gonna be like an hour of work, me recategorizing this so it doesn't screw up. Most of those projects are included in an ML course. It might have a tough time standing out if someone reading it is in the know. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the thing, is usually the person reading it isn't in the know. So it's funny to see that pop up. Okay, we have an ad in 5 minutes. I'm gonna refill my water and go to the restroom real quick after that. So, but I'll keep doing resumes. I'm actually okay doing a bunch more today because I'm trying to go longer. And I feel like since I'm not going to be here one of the days next week, only Wednesday I'm not going to be here. I'm going to be here Monday and Tuesday. I'll probably have to do some makeup anyway. So, let me at least get this next resume ready. So we are a full stack, which is 200 to 1, which is not good. Nope, don't delete it, Lee. Don't delete it. You hide it. You don't delete it in your form. If you delete it, you cannot get back to it in case there's an error. Do not delete it, Lee. Okay. So full stack software engineer as per usual, which admittedly, if you're going to any of the stacks, full stack is probably the best because it's just popular right now. I don't know why, though. I wish I knew why. Doom, Python, Node, Angular, and SQL. Did I not? I don't think this fully did it. No, this didn't all do. So this was SQL, React, API. This didn't go through. Okay. Which I will do after the break. So. Ready. Let me check this. Man, I was trying to look for stuff of like how to learn how to let's see. Brain. Oh, I have some comments on my videos that I just saw, and it's like, oh, buddy, no. I wish I could help you, but they said they're not getting an interview because they're on an H-1B, which is actually the opposite. It's a nightmare to get an H-1B job. Like, it's... I know Tesla and Elon Musk is hiring more, but if you have an H-1B, you really got to up the amount you're going to search for. That's just how that works. Most companies are not going to hold an H-1B visa. It's expensive and it takes time. Tesla is the exception because if they're kind of beholden to the company, and that is not a good way to work, is they're basically holding them hostage. But most other companies are not going to, quite frankly. It's just not how they work. It costs a lot of money. Like, it costs an additional 10K-ish to essentially hold an H-1B person. And they can't start for a certain amount of time, unless I'm doing that one wrong. That one I've never been fully certain of. So I may be doing that one wrong. But yeah, it's really a bit of a nightmare to search as a software, even anyone with an H-1B. So I know that's like the common thing is like, oh, H-1Bs are taking all the jobs, and there may be some, but it's hard as hell to get a job as an H-1B. I've seen those people struggle. It's even when the market was good, it was hard to get it. So it's a nightmare. It's a real nightmare, and especially because companies have to spend 10K, and it's a lottery, so that by the time you actually get it, you may have to leave the company in a year anyway. It's just tough. I do not. It's so tough. But I know that's not the common narrative. I just know that it's not the gold roses they think it is. So, and I know I have some people in this channel now and then that are on H-1Bs or different visas, and it's a nightmare. I really do think, I do agree that the whole process needs to be reworked, but like, I wouldn't even know how to do that because it's a nightmare once you're on it. It hurts companies when you're on it as well, and everybody's using it as a scapegoat. So I don't know. Fixing immigration laws is beyond my duties as a recruiter. But I will be right back. I'm going to go to the restroom and get some water, and I will be right back to do this resume. I know, Bear. Do you need to go out too, buddy? Do you need to go out? And I think we're back. There we go. I had to use the restroom. Bear had to go outside and get some water. He had a good break, and now he's wondering why I'm not downstairs, because he's upset that I'm not downstairs because Bear is a baby. Okay. So, let's see, what do they do? What are we doing? Software. Alright, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to try to go longer today because I got a lot of people so that I can at least help do your resumes on Tuesday or Monday and Tuesday stream of next week, because I'm looking at how much views one of my videos got real quick, and pretty sure I'm going to get a large influx. Can kind of tell when a video is about to hit large numbers where I'm going to get an influx. So, let's see this. I think I'm going to do another batch, so I will stop at the 45th episode, essentially. Which means there would only be 9 resumes after that if you submitted it today. So, that should be good. Alright, let's do this one. What is this one? Software, right? Software. They have applied to 201. Not good. This is a resume of a full-stack software engineer. Is that right? Yes, that is right. They've applied to 200 positions, gotten 1 interview back. Not good. But again, it depends on when they applied. If that ratio holds true for the rest of the year before November, that's horrible. If it's just because you did a huge batch of interviews in December, it would make sense because, again, it's hard to tell how many things are going to happen in December. So, saying that, let's look at this. We're going to be looking for, as per usual, TypeScript, JavaScript, CSS, HTML, Node, Angular, SQL, React, API, REST, Cloud, Agile, CI/CD, extra language, most likely going to be Python, and Git. So, there's a lot of empty space in this. Bachelor's of Science, minor math, that this could be 1 line. Software engineer intern, company place, again, this could be 1 line. This doesn't need to be 2. Developed company website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, perfect. In Magneto. What about Nightcrawler, Wolverine, or Jane Grey? Why don't they get a language? Improving functionality in UX. It's actually a fine sentence. So, automated pricing analysis using Python, Selenium, Beautiful Soup. I hate IT names. What the hell is Beautiful Soup? Like, I can't tell if someone is making fun of me in half of these. Like, that's my issue. Like, I get HTML and CSS. They could throw, I have never heard of Magneto. I've never heard of Beautiful Soup. Lowering research time for product. Visual data for NumPy, solid, and Madeline, delivering extra links for pricing strategy. Addressed APIs, solid. Design workflow, hubs for switch. Okay, so this one, not a huge one, but here's my problem. This isn't terrible. I'm missing TypeScript, and full stack TypeScript is very important. I do like that you have HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. That's good. I also like that you have UX, which can be one, but I'm missing Angular, I'm missing Node, I'm missing SQL. Truthfully, I think SQL is one of the big ones that you're missing, along with anything cloud or CI/CD. So, those things are not helping. Now, project-wise, Java, Spring Boot, that's fine. React, HTML, CSS, and TypeScript, fine. Establish a REST API using MySQL, perfect. And Hibernate, yeah. This isn't terrible. I honestly think it's probably when you started applying, which is if you graduated here and then applied, like, again, November, December is the dead months in recruiting. There's practically nothing that goes on during that time. So I don't think this is terrible. I think you could maybe pump this up a bit. Like, I want more SQL up front, rather, because it's very possible that someone may not get to this part of the resume, and your formatting is off, that it's harder to read it, which is not good. So please use the formatting on my website. It's just Arial 10.5 for everything except for the name and number and stuff. So, and don't bold all this with lines. It's harder to read. I don't know what the hell Beautiful Soup is. Someone please tell me in the comments what Beautiful Soup is. Lowering research time. Yeah, I'm just missing a couple of things, which is mainly SQL from the first half, because, again, it's possible they may not go down here. Hopefully they do. I'm missing Angular, I'm missing Node, I'm missing Agile, CI/CD, and anything cloud related, which hopefully you have done some, because it doesn't count if it's here, right? It only counts if it's here. So that's my review. I don't think this is a terrible resume. but it's incredibly compact, the market right now. It's hard as hell. So you're really going to need everything you can, because your hardest search is going to be the one right after college. That held true in a good market. Getting your first 2 years is super tough, and this is not a good market. So please do those changes, and let me know your ratio in the new year, because again, it could just be the time you're applying. 100 to 200 to 1 is bad, but if it's like in the middle of December where you did most of those, you may not get a call. You may not get callbacks for those for interviews until January anyway. So that's my final review of this video, not the stream. I will see you all in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell people you're like, yeah, I guess I know them. I'm here to help you all get jobs. So, Beautiful Soup is a Python library for processing HTML. Okay, I swear somebody's making fun of me with these names. Magneto is an X-Men. That is true. Well, yeah, he is an X-Men because he's led it at when Charles Xavier has left now and then, hasn't he? Has that kind of been the thing where Charles leaves and then Magneto comes in and he's like, hey, I'm the leader now. Or something like that. Again, I saw X-Men 76, which was really good. That hit all my nostalgia. So, 43-4. Nope. Wrong button. Let's see, 43-4. Okay. Oh man, I hope this isn't gonna glitch. I really hope this isn't gonna glitch. Okay. Because I need this to work. Whew. Careful on the spelling. There's Magneto and Magento. Oh, this is Magenta. Magento. This is Magento. Well, people are gonna laugh at me for that. I will say I've not heard of that one before, so it's not a common one, but that one's on me. That is a prime example of what dyslexia does, is I will look at that word and I will see Magneto. But you're right, that is Magento. That is Magento. So I'm okay telling them a little bit about, okay, like making fun of it a little bit, because again, like I've never really seen that in the JD. Which we can actually check real quick if it is in one. So I'm going to check that. Magento in the United States, only 1,000. And most of these are for e-commerce managers. In fact, almost all of them for e-commerce managers. Every single one of these is an e-commerce manager. Yeah. So this is Magento. Which was a very good catch. Thank you. It's a PHP commerce platform that Adobe bought. Okay. That makes more sense. This is a service delivery manager, IT operations. What the hell is a service delivery manager? Okay. Nope, that was the one I just did. All right, I have a service delivery manager. Oh, there's a couple of these jobs. All right, you know what? I am fading out and getting a little tired. I'm gonna try to record a resume, like a intro to a channel real quick, and then we're gonna rate a channel. So this is closing in on my limit. So let me at least do this. I will skip as many of the ads I can because I don't want to end on an ad. So let's do this and try to get somebody actually helpful. So let's do that. Resume review. And let's see, what am I going to do with this? I'm going to do the full screen, which is going to be this. I'm going to do that. And And then I'm going to move my face over here. It's going to be a big face. This looks hideous. I hate all of this. I'm just going to have a big face. What the hell should I do with this? Big face over here, over there, and then I'm locking this off. This is a terrible one. My face needs to be center. I am very unsure of how to do this. Maybe I should just do a black screen. What the hell do I do for the intro? What the hell do I do for an intro, y'all? Okay, let's do, I guess, just have a resume. Let's just have a resume up. Can we have my resume up? I don't think I have my resume. Resume templating guide. There we go. Let's do this. None of these things work. I'm just going to use a black screen over here. Yeah, I'm lost at what I do for this. Okay, we're doing this live. LinkedIn job. Let's do a bunch of jobs on LinkedIn. This looks hideous. I am super self-conscious. All right, we're going to do this, and we're going to do this right. We're going to do on a bunch of purple background, which is this. So this is how we're going to do this. I am going to make sure there's nothing here that would dox anybody. And then I'm going to put my face over it. And how do I remove this, actually? Remove. Remove. All right. There we go. This is what we're doing. Doing an intro. So tell me how this one goes. I'm the Headless Headhunter, and I'm here to get you a job. Searching for a job sucks, and yeah, it just sucks. But I'm a corporate recruiter, and I can make it suck just a little bit less. I hate this already. I am self-conscious. All right. You got this, Lee. You got this. This is what you've got. You do this. This is what you do. I'm the Headless Headhunter, and I'm here to help you get a job. I am a corporate recruiter, and I have seen so many resumes that it's made my eyes bleed, and I just want to make sure that you get the best chance you have at getting a job, because it sucks. It sucks to search for a job. And using my tips and tricks, I have gotten candidates, I've placed jobs, I've gotten friends and family, and I'm here to share all the tips and tricks that I can give you so you can make your resume perfect, you can get that job, and just be able to provide income, because that's critically important. So please join me, submit your resume, ask me any questions you want. I'd be glad to answer them. I'm here to help. This is my office hours to help you all and give back. And yeah, I'll look forward to seeing your comments. All right, that was super corny, but we're keeping it. So, because that's at least something. Because I can't just have it blank. It looks so weird when it's blank. All right, we're going to raid a channel. Who are we going to raid? We are going to raid. Let's look at this. Thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. This is fun. I like doing this, and I like helping people. We've got cool music. We've got a fellow ginger. I think he's a fellow ginger. Yes. Who do we got? Nova's awesome. I like Nova. Let's do for my other ginger. Let's raid him. So he's making video games, which is neat. And yeah, say hi to them. I think this is kind of cool. They're doing this thing, or they're in a video game. I don't know. They're a ginger. They're cool. I gotta represent redheads. So I will talk to you all later next time. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I will be back on Monday at 11 a.m. PST, and then the following Tuesday. And yeah, let's do this. Oh, they're playing Pow World. My girlfriend has that. I've never actually played it though. So later, y'all.